So now I would like to invite, can we have a big round of applause for Padma ma'am?
Good morning, everybody. A heartfelt thanks to all of you for making it this Saturday morning. I know Delhi ki traffic, wo bhi Okhla ke paas, industrial area. I understand the pain, but heartfelt thanks that all of you could make it here. Thank you again. And thanks Aditya for all those energizers. Can I have presentations in place, Asya? The idea, this is a flagship event we do at CareerGuide every year, this is 4th edition, and this year we said this should be AI. Why? Interesting, there's so many queries coming to us. Parents, principals, teachers, educators, corporates, working professionals. AI is taking up the job. I lost my job. मैं graphic designer थी, अब कंपनी को जरूरत नहीं है मेरी, you know? मैं वीडियो एडिट कर रहा था, अब कंपनी को जरूरत नहीं है. और thank you. I fear I'm going to lose my job, and that's true actually. And I didn't realize it till the time I was actually looking at all this information just on Instagram and YouTube. 3 महीने पहले मैंने 2 month US में spend किया, and surprisingly that changed my attitude. मैंने एक भी बिलबोर्ड नहीं देखा सिलिकॉन वैली में जो नॉन AI था. ओह वो The streets of LA, street of Vegas, street of San Francisco had more Waymo, that's driverless car, than Uber. And actually बहुत scary था उस driverless car के अंदर step in करना, you know, but fascinating, quite safe, very nice. And I said, hey, what if I was not here? Maybe I would have been late in the AI race in thinking. मेरे लिए वो Instagram का वीडियो होता या YouTube का कोई शॉर्ट्स होता. But being in the forefront into education, this becomes important. And especially जब सारे लोग बात कर रहे हैं इसके बारे में, West बात कर रहा है, why we are still in India not talking a lot about it. And that's why I decided we should have our theme AI, where all the educators should be talking about it, should spend one day understanding about it. कुछ ज़्यादा important नहीं भी हम बताए, but what I want is each one of you today step out of this venue thinking what you can do in AI in next 2 months in your day-to-day. If you're running a school, what are the functions you can have AI into? If you're running a company, what are the functions you can have an AI into? If you're a freelancer, you have to make sure how AI will not take away freelancing assignment. A lot of those things. In fact, interestingly, आज करियर गाइड की 90% टीम AI driven है, 90% process AI driven है, वो भी in less than 3 months. But one of the reasons, it's such a, I'm getting goosebumps saying this room represents educators of the country who had power to influence more than 10% youth of India. That's exactly the power of this room. Each one of you are touching more than 10,000 students at a given year, and even maybe more. That's the compounding effect. And each one of you, if you understand this, the skills tomorrow would be different क्योंकि आप जाके बताओगे, right? This is the kind of skills we can work towards. The students you are interacting with, school student, college youth students, working professional, जिसको भी आप guide कर रहे हो, mentor कर रहे हो. In fact, taking this, by the way, do we have a caller mic? Do we have a caller mic or something? I can have it. So in fact, ये सब लोगों ने news देखी होगी, you know. Every day our feed is full of these news. Google ने इतने jobs cut कर दिए. IBM is talking about so many jobs cutting. You know, Sweden, this company is talking about this. ये course obsolete हो जाएगा. Yeah, if you're university looking at doing some courses, this course is obsolete, that course is obsolete. All these news is not news in next 2 months. It's going to be reality. TCS is frozen, 60,000 individuals laid off. All of it's actually reality. So tell me, how many of you really think AI will take 80% of your jobs? How many of you really think AI will take 80% of jobs? Can we have show of hands? Honest, candid. And if you, oh wow, I'm happy. That means I have a lot more to share. अगर आप लोग सब हाथ उठा देते ना, we think मेरे पास कुछ बताने को नहीं रहता. So I'm really happy to know there's only hands, like 2 hands I saw. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just maybe less than 10% here in the room think AI will take your job. Bad news. For all the others who have not raised your hand, AI is coming for jobs. Yes, maybe more than 80%. Yes, AI will come for your job. And interestingly, I'm not speaking out of guts. I remember talking to a unicorn edtech startup, board of director, just 5 days back. He was like, AI is still hype. I'm like, no, you can't say that, right? You are a unicorn edtech startup talking to millions and millions of students. You are considering AI as a hype. So here, the data-backed things. History actually has a pattern. The pattern? Yes. When the wheels were invented, horsemen thought, not horsemen thought, their jobs were not there. For centuries, horse were the way to commute. And the wheels came. What happened? There was no need of any horsemen. But something else happened, electricity came. What happened? These are the revolution. History has a pattern. Dear delegates, history has a pattern. Wheel, electricity, typist. Last, किसने टाइपराइटर देखा? किसने टाइपराइटर पे टाइप किया? हम यहाँ पे बहुत सारे स्कूल प्रिंसिपल्स हैं, स्कूल ओनर्स हैं, जिनका डे टू डे काम डॉक्यूमेंटेशन है. टाइपिंग यूज्ड टू बी द थिंग. ये अब म्यूजियम में ही दिखता है, शायद किसी यूरोप के कॉर्नर म्यूजियम में. ट्रैवल एजेंट. Tell me, last time you used a travel agent or some travel app like Make My Trip. किसने last time travel agent use किया? No, we don't use. Okay, Abhilash used travel agent. Okay, but we all have been traveling, right? Okay, last 6 months, did you guys travel? I'm sure. Did you use a travel app or did you use a travel agent? Travel app, exactly. And I think all of you would recall, growing up, travel agent was a good, flourishing business. We would have travel agents, shops, corner offices everywhere. The recent one, FASTags, right? We all have gotten into FASTag in our cars. Toll booth operator was a thing. It was a job. 24 hours running a toll booth would mean 3 people at least in a day. Right? Hundreds and thousands and lakhs of toll booths across the country. What's going to happen to these toll booth operators? Job gone. Actually job gone, right? But enter AI era. No sound? We don't have a sound? Okay, how do I go back, Manish? How do I go back? Okay. Okay. No, it's going move. Okay. इसको back करना है. अत्यब कर दो. First screen पे. So interestingly, beat wheel. Can we go back on wheel and quickly fast move around it? Beat wheel, beat light, beat travel agent, beat typist, be it toll booth operator. They did take away the job. But very important thing to know, on the wheel slide please, the wheel slide. When the wheel came into invention, it gave rise to highways, drivers, construction. It actually exponentially given the jobs. But not to the horsemen, but to another set of category. Whole new set of category. Drivers. Do you think wheel से पहले driver का career occupation था? Actually driver का career occupation ही नहीं था. Right? And then auto drivers, automobile driver, truck drivers, heavy vehicle drivers, highways, metro, locomotives, what not. Same thing happened with electricity. Lamp lighter की job तो गई, but few lakhs of jobs got created. Like power, nuclear reactors, coal reactors, hydropower dams, construction, engineers, what not came into picture. Electricity department, meter reading, meter creation, whole hundreds and thousands of jobs came into picture. Same thing happened with typists. Typists got replaced with computers, right? And actually India is surviving because computer came into existence. Else we would not have global name. Possibly we would not have Sundar Pichais and Satya Nadellas, right? It just gave rise to something else, huge, millions and millions of jobs. So the key here is, we enter AI era. Jobs will go definitely, but millions of jobs will come. The only difference is the jobs which were low skills will go away. Yes, the AI era, jobs, okay, I'm back again stuck. Jobs needing creativity, empathy, human judgment is very safe. So dear friends, all our jobs are safe, right? It's empathy, it's human judgment, right? It's creativity. But the jobs are repetitive, rule-based jobs will not exist. Very simple. Anything which is repetitive, anything which is rule-based will not exist. So very simple way to guide your student, mentor your student, talk to your students, bring about new courses or do any kind of workshop is the low-level skills. Low-level skills will be 100% wiped out, not even 80%. Low-level skills. Anything which doesn't need decision making, anything which is repeat, anything which can be done by machine through calculation is going to be 100% wiped out. But anything which needs human judgment, decision making, empathy will stay. And this is where we all need to build our own skills. We need to start seeing what all work which we do on daily basis is mundane, is repetitive, is very calculative, and can be outsourced to machine. Please start doing it. Whereas anything which needs empathy, which needs human interaction, which needs decision making, please make sure you're not outsourcing it, but you're building your skills in it. And that's the exact knowledge, mentoring, guidance you have to give to all your students. That's exactly what we needed. And with saying that, I officially welcome once again to all of you at AI Edu Summit and Career Changemakers Awards. Very excited to even present these awards at 3:30 to a lot of visionary educators out here, and opening the floor for any comments, observation, reactions or questions. Anything? Looks like everybody's stunned. Oh my God, what did we hear? Is that the reaction? Okay. Sinking in?
80% is still sinking.
Sinking in? Oh my God, 80% is still sinking in. Yes, there's a question. Can we have a mic there, please? Who's the floor? Yes, ma'am. Manish, mics. Aditya, mics, please. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Surabhi ma'am. Good morning, everyone. You know, there was a thing which was coming in my mind. Might seem funny, but please just excuse me. I thought that Surabhi was saying that a lot of jobs were created when horsemen lost their job, and then drivers, truck drivers, and then. So what about the horse? Horse lost the job.
Yes,
So
horse
who
did
is the
lose the
horse
job.
now?
Horse did lose the job, right? They're just into race courts, right? They did, and we don't want to be the horse, right? We don't have to be the horse. Yes, please.
I think horses became horsepower.
Horses became horsepower. Very well said. With this, I'd like to invite. Okay.
Hi, thank you, Surabhi. Again, picking from where you left, so I may be the horse, so I'm not sure yet. So I
Okay.
have to identify, reflect on it. It's very, it is easy to identify, but what to do next? How to identify, how to get skill. I mean, it's good to have
Perfect.
knowledge, but how to really know
Sure.
where to go from here.
Okay, I'll hold this question for Padma ma'am to answer. We'll be just calling her, and I'll also like to address your question towards the second half. In case I missed, do remind. We do have some sessions exactly talking about it.
All right, thank you.
All right. Aditya? All right. We have Padma ma'am here, who is Secretary to Government, very graciously agreed to be present here and does a lot of work on government policy into AI and education. So we'll have here her. Stage, we would like to have 2 chairs on the stage, please.